Hey, welcome to my channel. So this time I'm gonna review the Dita, the Answer Truth Edition, and I will do a comparison between the Truth and Sennheiser ie800, because in my opinion they are both extraordinary dynamic driver in-ear monitor. For me they are like king and queen, and well, my ie800 is quite special because I changed its cable and I put on some a pair of silicon custom ear mod on it. I will do a review of my ie800 later, but now back on the to the Dita. Okay, let's talk about the appearance and the accessories of the Answer Truth Edition first. So I think the Truth has a glorious appearance. It's beautifully designed. The polished metal chamber, it feels very good, very solid, and the cable is quite rubbery, but it helps to reduce the microphonic noise. And on this aspect, the Truth is much better than the ie800 because ie800 has a serious microphonic noise problem. And well, on the accessory part, they provide you a lot of silicon ear tips and two foam ear tips, and they have different sound signature. For example, this pack with the blue color inside, they reduced some of the treble and enhanced the mid and bass, but I don't really like them because it makes the Truth sounds less clear and a bit too boomy. I still prefer the original one because they sound most balanced to me. And there are also two carrying case, but I only have one of them in here now. It's one is a leather case and the other one is a hard case with zipper. I personally like this zipper case more than the leather one because it's more it's smaller and easier to carry around. The leather one is just so big, like a little box. It's not easy to put inside your pocket. And yeah, time to talk about the sound performance. But first of all, I have to say that the Answer Truth Edition takes a very long time of burning to bring out its best performance. It's about at least 150 hours of burning, and it will improve a lot. And when it's stabilized, I will say that the audio performance is truly excellent. It has sort of a crystal clear and airy sound signature. It's a bit similar to the AKG K3003. I can hear so much details from this little IEM. It's even more detailed than the ie800, and those finest detail, like the harmonic of the sound of the string on violin or guitar, is just so clear. And besides that, the Truth has the most powerful and punchy bass that I have never heard in other IEM before. The speed of the bass is very fast. It's very clear, and but I won't say it's better than ie800 because the bass of ie800 is it sink slightly deeper than the Truth, and it has a greater momentum. It just sounds more glorious than the Truth. But there are two kind of thing. It's like if you are listening to orchestra or classical music or the soundtrack from the movies, I think ie800 will do a better job. But when you are listening to pop song or metal, the Dita will just it will be better because the bass is more clear and more faster. What am I saying? It's faster. Yeah. Well, the Truth and the ie800 are both hard to drive, I think, in my opinion. I mean, drive well, but when you give them enough amplification, they will sound very wide. It's the sound stage will, how to say, the sound stage is big, like you're listening to open back big headphone, and the Truth has a very good layering of the sound, and the sound stage of the Truth is a bit deeper than the ie800, but not as open as the ie800. ie800 still has a wider sound stage, not very much, but just a little bit wider, and how to say, okay, for the vocals, the Truth has an I would say an extremely natural presentation of the vocals. It's like there is zero coloration on the mid. It's just so natural, like you're listening to the original recording. Oh, what am I saying? Yeah, and the position of the vocal is a bit closer to you compared to the ie800, and yeah. And what I want to say at last is that the Truth, it's a bit more cold sounding compared to the ie800. ie800, it sounds very natural and a bit warm, but the Truth is also very natural but tends to cold, I think. And in my opinion, they're just too extreme of the dynamic driver in your monitor, and I like both of them. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching my review, and please subscribe.